on my tour of Essex, and today finds me in Basildon Sporting Village, where I've come to meet Olympic legend Max Whitlock, gymnast. And you said you started gymnastics when you were about 7. What was it that inspired you to get started?
It was just a friend in the same sports centre. I originally did swimming, and he said I should come along and give it a go, and I did, and I absolutely loved it from the first day I got in there. I carried it on, and I got to 9 years old, and I was told I got to commit to one sport or the other. And that was a time where I got through to a squad in gymnastics, and my hours started to ramp up very, very quickly. So I thought, I'll pick gymnastics and go with it. So I'm quite happy that I did.
So you spoke to me earlier about the fact that you said you're pretty level-headed. Do you think that's a really important character trait for what you do? I'm
obviously very proud of results that I've done in previous years, but I think to move forward, it's very good to sort of not really forget about them, but sort of leave them there, and I think it can help you move forward. And that's why, it still feels surreal to me if I think about the results I've got. I'm really, really proud of, but for me, I don't want to stop there. I think that's a good way to carry on moving forwards and try and achieve more and always sort of set new targets. And I think that's what I look at. I always look at the next step on what I want to do.
And that's what keeps you motivated, I take it, on down days?
As a sport, gymnastics, I think what's good about it is that you never stop learning. So it doesn't matter what level you are. So I'm still learning every time I go into the gym. I'm still learning every competition I do. So that's what motivates me, just sort of see where I can go with the sport. And I want to sort of hit my limit. Hopefully that's not soon.
And I was going to ask, do you have any other sports or hobbies outside of gymnastics?
To be honest, it's very, very hard. I'm training a lot in the gym. My hours have reduced since, sort of 2-3 years ago, to prolong my career as much as I can and sort of look after my body. But, a lot of my time now is spent training 20 to 25 hours a week and then recovery.
Yeah.
It's very important to have a good balance on that, and recovery is absolutely key to obviously making the next sessions good.
So what do you do on rest days? Do you actually rest, or do you do active rest?
I'm quite chilled as a person, so I like to sort of just go out for meals with my family, with my wife. When I'm properly recovering, I obviously use recovery methods, compression, ice, making sure I get the right foods in, making sure I'm recovering to the best that I possibly can, especially on the build-up to competition. It's just sort of focusing on recovery, sometimes even more than training, to make sure that you're feeling as good as you can on the day that you need to. So,
what was it that you liked about the 30-30 challenge? Why did you decide to get involved?
I think it's a brilliant idea. You talk to a lot of people, and a lot of people say, from this day, I'm going to start getting active, I'm going to start getting healthy, and it gets to that day and they struggle to do it. They struggle to keep it up. So I feel like this is a brilliant idea to sort of make people feel like they're not trying to do it on their own. There's hundreds of people around in the area that are going to take part. It's a lot easier if you feel like you're not on your own to do it, and I think it's a brilliant way of kick-starting. So it's very simple. You do it flexible to what suits you. 30 minutes a day for 30 days of June. It's a good starter, and it's something that people can build on themselves, and they start with that, they can build on and keep going with it after as well.
What would you say to parents of children who perhaps haven't found their sport that they like yet?
I think it's about trying a lot of different stuff. It's brilliant when I see and hear parents talk about how many activities their kids do, because you never know what their kid's going to love, you never know what they're going to be good at, or what they take to, or what they just generally just want to do more of. So it's important to try a lot of different stuff. And then it's important to get a balance as well. And that's why I personally push gymnastics as a sport, because I think it's potentially one of the best starting sports in helping you with everything else. So, if you start with gymnastics, even if it's not what you do in the future, it's a very good way to help you learn a lot of skills in any aspects of life, in any aspects of sport. So it's about trying a lot of different stuff and seeing what you take to.
Who has been your biggest influence in your career?
Athletes-wise, I didn't start to look up to or have any idols until I was about 17, 18. So it's quite late on in my career. I think before that, I just done gymnastics because I absolutely loved it. I still love it now, and that's why I continue to do it. As I sort of started to think I could do this as a career, I started looking at different sports, looking at gymnastics and the Japanese gymnasts that I've looked up to for many years now, watching them on YouTube, feeling inspired by what they do in their style. Outside of gymnastics is, sort of Jessica Ennis, Usain Bolt and Mo Farah. Those three people are just incredible. The way they can go, reach the pinnacle of their career, come back 4 years later, do it again is a very hard task. That's where I get my motivation now.
So your next goal, you said that you sort of are able to put things behind you and move on. What's the next one for you, the big one?
It's step by step, but I've got European Championships and World Championships coming up this year. Then the year after as well, there'll be many more major championships. The year after is the Olympic Games. Tokyo 2020 is the long-term target. So we will see. Obviously, massive motivation comes from retaining titles for me, and I have to sort of strive for that. However, I do try not to think about medals too much because I feel it can be an added pressure. So it's about just sort of keep doing what I'm doing and training as hard as I possibly can in the gym, and just go there, enjoy the experience and do my best. I've realised that every competition I've gone to and just tried to chill and relax and enjoy it, I end up performing better. So it's about doing that everywhere I go to, and hopefully the results will improve that as well.
What would you say to a 6-year-old to inspire them to start gymnastics?
I think it's just get involved. You never know what you can learn, and it's exciting because there is so much to learn in gymnastics. It's unbelievable. Like I said, I still learn new skills now, and I'm 25 years old. So as a youngster, getting there, you'll see huge benefits from even going for a month, and it's very hard to do that in something else. And I think it's just get involved. If you love it, there's your opportunity to carry it on. It can teach you a lot for the future as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Trying something new, like gymnastics, with an Olympic gold medalist is just one way you could join in with the 30-30 challenge. All you need to do is sign up at 3030essex.com. You'll get your free downloadable activity planner and lots of support along the way.